more production from this balanced scoring attack from the Eagles.
Nearly a sellout tonight in Raleigh. Excellent crowd on hand. NC State and Boston College for the 30th time between these programs. And the Eagles start with the basketball. Quickly in transition, a point in 5 seconds.
Hey, they push the ball, and here they come with the pressure.
And there's Dontavia Waggoner with the first points, the former NC State Wolfpack. Here's the NC State starting five. Taina Rivers, who's played the point guard role in Diamond Johnson's absence. Double-figure scorer for Westmore. And Jada Boyd's fouled early. That's a reach-in on Maria Gakdeng.
And that's what Jada Boyd brings back. She was out for a little while, came back, had a great game against Syracuse, but when she drives to the basket, I don't think nobody can guard her.
NC State is a club 69% from the charity stripe. That is 10th in the ACC.
But that's Jada Boyd. She's a 95% free throw shooter, and she just missed her first free throw in a long time.
Westmore searching for his 235th win here at NC State tonight. His club grinded out a tough win at Syracuse on Sunday, 56-54. Turnovers have been an issue for the Wolfpack.
Yeah, turnovers. They've been pressured, and not having Diamond Johnson in the lineup contributed to a lot of those turnovers.
Here's Coach Mack starting five. Downstairs, nice dump down on the lay-in. Gakdeng getting busy early.
Yeah, she's getting busy early, and the defense from the Wolfpack is not there so far.
All five starters for Boston College average double figures. Only about 8 in the rotation, but 8 that can score. As Hobby misses the jumper. This BC club wants to run in transition. Big point for the Eagles coming in. Lacey penetrates, just a bit short.
Beautiful drive to the basket. She just could not convert.
Hayes open. Can't hit the three. It's a unique matchup coming in. Boston College, the worst three-point defense in the ACC. At NC State, fight to keep the basketball there.
Oh, yes. Jada Boyd chasing that ball out of bounds, and she was able to knock it off a Eagles player. Great hustle.
Meanwhile, NC State, 12th in the country in shooting threes. It's a battle of strength versus weakness tonight.
Oh, absolutely.
How do you exploit that as an offense if you're NC State?
You got to look for the open man. Move the ball and run your offense.
Wolfpack makes 7 threes a night. Hobby with a great pass to Boyd for the and one.
And that's how you do it. You get the ball in to Camille Hobby on the baseline. Beautiful pass by Jada Boyd. I mean, beautiful pass by Hobby, excuse me. And Jada Boyd with the and one. Strong move to the basket.
Jada Boyd very active offensively tonight. She had 4 points on Sunday, did not make a shot, and she already has 4 quick ones.
Yeah, but she contributed with her defense and her passing in that game and at Syracuse.
Here's Gakdeng downstairs, setting up Daly. Andrea drives in. Boston College not a three-point shooting team, only 25% coming in. They want to attack the basket. And a steal for Rivers. Literally picked her pocket, goes to the bucket in transition.
And that's what Taina Rivers brings to this ball club. She has long arms. She leads the team in steals. She had 4 against Syracuse.
And with Diamond Johnson out, Rivers is now at 12 points a game in the conference. More offensive-minded as she gets the steal.
Oh, yeah, this is her game right here on the break. Beautiful
Look at that
bounce
pass. Hayes couldn't convert. We've seen both teams working in transition early, Ernie.
Yeah, they're moving the basketball. They're getting the ball up to the basket.
Gakdeng forces one up.
Taina Rivers leads this team in steals and block shots.
That's been the turnover woes for NC State. 19 turnovers on Sunday. Westmore and his staff said if we want to win at the championship level, we have to avoid those mistakes.
Yeah, and that was an unforced turnover, and those are the worst.
That was a strength for NC State last year. It's now become a little bit of a bugaboo for the Wolfpack. Bottom third in the ACC and giving the ball away. JoJo Lacey operates for Boston College with 10. Taken down to 5 on the clock. Daly is stripped by Brown Turner. Literally heaves up a prayer.
Yeah, she just heaves up a prayer on that one, and it was not answered.
Not against this defense for Westmore's club. They only give up 58 a night. That right now is top 5 in the ACC. Duke currently leads the country, the best scoring defense, 50 points a game.
Boston College is playing like a 2-3 zone right now.
Hobby operates with 6. Draws the double.
Good footwork by Hobby.
Pivot foot and hits it.
Camille Hobby with the great footwork. She works on that all the time in practice. Beautiful move by Camille Hobby.
Waggoner the other way. And the former Wolfpack guard misses the shot. There's a foul. And free throws here for Maria Gakdeng.
And that's what the Boston College Eagles do well. They crash the offensive boards.
Boston College, the best offensive rebounding team in the ACC. How important will that be tonight?
It's important for Boston College. If the Wolfpack would have to box out to keep them off the glass if they want to get a win here tonight.
Boston College has not won here in Raleigh. Granted, they don't play home and home every year.
Right.
Since 2009, this would be monumental for the Eagles.
Yeah, if they can get a win here, the top 10 ball club, it would push this program to where Coach Mack wants it to be.
Here's Allie Van Timmeren, the Allendale, Michigan product. Coach Mack has said, I want to have more depth to give my starters time off. They've played 35, 36 minutes a night. As the defense forgets to guard Boyd.
Yeah, they press the Wolfpack and they pay for it. And that's how you beat a press, with the pass.
Alongside the former national champion here at NC State, Ernie Myers, I'm Evan Budrovich. High scoring first quarter here in Raleigh as Mair kicks it out, leading to Lacey's 3 that's knocked in.
Lacey with a beautiful 3-point shot. She was ready, hands waiting, and knocked that down.
Good ball pressure here defensively by Daly as Boyd runs the offense. Hobby operates in space but can't hit.
Nice bounce pass by Jada Boyd, though.
Look at the pace of this game, moving quickly, leaving Lacey open for a second 3.
Lacey is wide open. She didn't have a hand in her face on either one of those 3-point shots. She's very comfortable behind the line.
Boston College, how about this, only makes 3 triples a night. They have 2 in the first quarter.
Yes. And those 3-pointers look very easy when you don't have a hand in your face.
Here's a wide open shot for Rivers, who knocks in her own 3.
She's been shooting that 3-point shot. She's getting comfortable shooting that jump shot.
And Timmeren the other way. How about Boston College moving in transition?
Yeah, that's what they do. They push the ball. The Wolfpack has to get back in transition because they're going to push the ball.
Boston College with a steal. Daly saves it, hesitates, and draws the foul on Rivers, sending us to immediate timeout. Take a break, partner. Take a breath.
Yeah. This game is going up and down. Here's Boston College with a wide open 3. Bang.
Boston College junior JoJo Lacey had hit 6 3-pointers her last 2 years combined. Tonight, 2 triples carrying the load for the Eagles.
Yeah, she's a 23% 3-point shooter, but when you're wide open, you can knock those shots down.
And Coach Joanna Burnaby-McNamee said this week she was disappointed in her team's lack of response to a big environment at Notre Dame, losing by 30 points. This team looks really focused tonight.
Oh, absolutely. They're playing much better. They're starting the game off much better than they did at Notre Dame.
Missing the free throw never helps as Sanaya Rivers runs the point for NC State. And Diamond Johnson returns her first game in 4 appearances. This will go the other way after the loose scrum. We talked about in the open, Johnson out with the ankle injury. What does her presence bring back to NC State?
It brings, again, a great ball handler, a great 3-point shooter, and she was playing the point guard position like it was supposed to be played before she got injured.
A 14-point-a-game scorer, 39 assists to lead the squad. She did a lot of things well. Look at Mair trying to bank one in. This crowd goes silent the moment Diamond Johnson touches the ball, wanting to see her back in the lineup. As Collins a bit strong. Good tip drill to Brown Turner.
Yeah, good tip by River Baldwin.
Here's Johnson doing her thing. Quick bucket off the bench.
Diamond Johnson back in action. That's what she loves to do.
And this crowd knows it. A big response in her return. And Timmerman looks to create space.
Every Wolfpack player got a hand up now.
Remember, Boston College only shoots it at 25% from deep. They're 2 of 3 so far tonight, breaking the trend early.
But sometimes when you watch your teammates' jump shots go down, here's Diamond Johnson with a nice pull-up. Free throw shot.
And as a player, Ernie, with an ankle injury, you see her make that move. She looks comfortable moving around the court, too.
Oh, no, she's back. She wouldn't be on the court if she still was. She wouldn't be back if she wasn't ready to play.
And in her absence, this balance of scoring for Westmore. Rivers is up to nearly 12 a game in her absence. But when you have 5 players that can get you nearly 10 a night, what a weapon for NC State.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, this team is, a great ball club. They're the 10th ranked team in the country, and they have a balanced scoring attack. And on any given night, somebody can be the leading scorer on this team.
Nice bucket for Maria Gakdeng the other way. She checked back in. This offense runs through Taina Mair, second in the country in assists, 113 dimes, which is like $1.13 if you work in that metric.
Absolutely. She's just an assist machine. The Wolfpack, they don't look comfortable in their half court.
Johnson faked the pass and missed the 3. A lot of attention, though, on Diamond with every possession. And
Diamond Johnson is playing 2 guard right now.
With Rivers running the point. As that pass will stay here. A little tip drill. What have you noticed from Taina Rivers in this new role, switching from 2 guard to point guard the last month?
I mean, she's adapted to it. She's a natural point guard. I mean, she keeps her head up. She gets her teammates involved. I think she can do more, and they want her to do more.
Gakdeng is doing a lot of work in the post. Baldwin stays straight up and gets the block.
And that's how you get the block. You stand your ground, and she has long arms, and she could not get over the top of her.
Nice outlet pass, but Maynard there to save it. I love the effort of Boston College tonight. You lose by 30 on the road, first road test of the year, and they've come back focused and determined tonight.
Oh, yeah. Coach Mack was talking about that in the Zoom call, that she wanted her team to display some toughness.
Look at that toughness, fighting out of bounds. And Coach Mack said further, in a scrappy mess of a game, she'll take her team 100% of the time. This sort of has the feeling of a grinded-out competitive night.
Yeah, so far, they are in the game.
And as Herm Edwards says, you play to win the game as Johnson hits the floater.
And that's what Diamond Johnson brings to this game, an offensive threat anytime she touches the ball.
A lot of contact. That's offensive. There's River Baldwin to take the charge.
There's River Baldwin, the 2 great defensive plays. She stood her ground, absorbed that contact. Here's the drive to the basket. Here's River Baldwin taking the charge. And she paid for that. She ran right into her hard.
She literally took the charge there. Rivers does a nice job creating space, but can't hit the jumper. This Boston College team wants to run in transition. Big point emphasis this week in practice.
They've been limiting the Wolfpack to 1 shot.
Ooh, Rivers the block.
Long arm of the law is what I call her.
You calling her the Judge Judy of the paint?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, she leads the team in block shots. Here's Taina Rivers on the block.
There's a lot of water in this state. I do understand how you mix those up. Johnson is stripped, but gets it back for the lay-in.
She's a scorer and a shooter.
Her first appearance since December 11th, battling an ankle injury. West Morris Club had played with 9 or 8 the last 2 weeks, back up to 10 fully healthy, which is a big difference this time of the year. Mair goes away from the pick and throws it into traffic. That'll stay here, though.
She had nowhere to go on the baseline.
Taina Mair out of Boston, homegrown product. She has a team leading 3 double-doubles, but those are assists and points, so really operates this offense.
Yeah, she does. I mean, without her, Boston College would be in serious trouble. She's a great distributor of the basketball.
You add in the fact Boston College had to replace 5 seniors from last year's team, a young group, as Van Timmerman hits the 3. That counts as an assist, right?
Yeah, and that's 3 3-point shots in the first quarter for Boston College.
A team that averages 3 triples a night coming in. They've matched it in the first quarter. Working the ball down low to Baldwin. Nice step through to end the quarter.
River Baldwin with a nice footwork to the basket.
That shot is off late, but an entertaining first quarter. Diamond Johnson comes back into the fold. Boston College is knocking down threes, and through 10 minutes, we have a heck of a ball game. 2-point difference through 1. Stick around here on ACC. This group of sophomores and freshmen and young kids have figured it out this year.
Yeah, so far, I mean, they've 11 and 5, 1 and 2 in the ACC. They're young, they're scrappy, and they play hard.
Leading it off with Taina Mair right there, the point guard. Leads the conference in assists as a true freshman. Followed in the footsteps of her head coach, Joanna Burnaby McNamee, who was a point guard in college, as that rolls out for Mimi Collins. Mair averages 7 assists a game. Wants one more here, and Lacey nearly set her up.
Long three-pointer, long rebound. The ball goes out of bounds. But the Eagles are limiting the Wolfpack to 1 shot on the offensive end.
Is this a pace of play NC State wants to play against Boston College?
No. They like to push the ball up and down the court. Boston College is playing a zone right now.
And switching everything at that. As Baldwin attracts 3 defenders and rolls it in.
Beautiful move by River Baldwin up with the left hand.
She's averaged 5 rebounds and 5 points in ACC play, but productive minutes like that.
Absolutely. She's been very productive, rebounding, blocking shots, taking offensive charges.
Here's Gakdeng going to work. That's a tough move and wanted the foul.
Yeah, it's hard getting that shot over River Baldwin.
A 6'5" post defender as Isaiah James checks in. Her first touch is a beautiful left-handed floater.
Nice baseline jumper. She's affectionately known as Zaza, Isaiah James. She's had some great games so far this season. 19-point game early in the season. She can score the ball.
Remember, all 10 players for the Wolfpack have scored in double figures. There's a turnover, a rare one for JoJo Lacey. You look up and down these rosters, and both teams have 5 to 6 players that can get 10 a night. That's what makes this matchup so fascinating.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, the Wolfpack is the 10th ranked team in the country. And they turn the ball, they turn teams over a lot. There's Diamond Johnson with a nice hesitation.
I want to give a player to the post player, though. How about the screen by River Baldwin?
Yes, high ball screen, but the hesitation dribble is what got Diamond Johnson to the basket.
Johnson has 8 points in her return from that ankle injury. Now Rivers the steal. Sanaya all by herself for the lane. Forcing a timeout.
Yeah, this game is about to get out of hand, so Coach Max called timeout.
Diamond Johnson brings this crowd to its feet in Raleigh. 8 points in Johnson's return. And the Wolfpack are rolling here in the second quarter.
To you, it may just be an elevator.
Here goes nothing.
NC State riding an 8-0 run to start this second quarter, now up 10. And earning clearly the points in the paint is the story. The Wolfpack have worked the ball inside tonight.
Oh, yeah, they have 22 points in the paint versus 8 for the Eagles and fast break points. They're starting to get that rolling as well.
Boston College is struggling
overplaying the ball
to get open looks in this second quarter. 3 turnovers already. So in comes Ava McGee, the backup guard, number 3 in the maroon. There's a tip. Waggoner, the NC State transfer, hits an air ball.
She likes to drive to the basket. She's not a jump shooter.
Now she has the Diamond Johnson assignment defensively, marking her all around the court. Can't leave that shooter open, though. As Rivers misses the 3, and a foul on Collins.
Mimi Collins wanted that rebound. She wanted that offensive rebound, and she went for it aggressively and knocked Mair out of bounds.
These are 2 teams at NC State and Boston College, both plus 10 per game on the boards. Really good rebounding teams.
Oh, absolutely. Both teams are great rebounding. The Eagles are a great offensive rebounding team, and the Wolfpack is a great defensive rebounding ball club.
Another tight defensive possession. Remember, Boston College shot 60% in the first quarter. A little different story now.
She could not handle that pass going into the post.
Open
River
shooter.
Ball went for 3.
She knew it right away. Ran to the bucket. A little uncharted waters for the FSU transfer.
Yeah, that's the first 3-point shot she's taken this season. Uncharacteristically, but here she is on the block.
Gakdeng clings it up. That was the first important bucket of this quarter. Baldwin's had a ton of touches in the paint. Is triple teamed. Collins blocked.
Blocked by Gakdeng.
Here comes Mair, the freshman. Looks to go behind her back, and it's poked. Johnson the other way is poked away. Here we go.
Yeah, it was reach in by Gakdeng. She has long arms, and Diamond wasn't expecting that.
Timmons tried to get a steal. Mair dumps it down to Gakdeng, who swings it out. Waggoner missed the jumper in her NC State return. 2 points tonight.
The Eagles' offense they're not moving the ball around. They're not getting good shots. They don't have great spacing. That's Mimi's shot right there.
Good rebound by Ava McGee, the Washington, D.C. native who's coming back from injury, just 5 minutes a night. These will be big. Waggoner dared to shoot the 3. Maybe that's the reason why.
There's Diamond on the push.
No hesitation from Johnson. Now a scrum. Possession, Boston College. Every Sunday afternoon, we have women's basketball right here on ACC Network and the ESPN app. This week at noon Eastern, Haley Van Lith and Louisville. They've won 6 of 7, gotten hot recently against Pittsburgh at 2. Then the matchup of the day, number 4 Notre Dame, number 22 North Carolina. Sunday afternoons for women's basketball on the ACC Network. See the recent net rankings, 5 ACC teams in the top 25. This is a tough conference.
Yeah, this is a tough conference, top to bottom. Anybody can beat anybody on a given night if you don't come ready to play.
Charlie Cream's latest bracketology has 8 ACC teams. That's half the conference would go to the NCAA tournament.
Yeah, and the Wolfpack, they're ranked 10th in the net ranking. And I'm sure that bothers Coach Wes Moore. He wants to be number 1 in the net ranking.
Had a number 2 RPI last year at NC State, and they've set up a challenging schedule. Now you work really hard in the conference. As Johnson turned it over. And this is entering the week. Duke, fresh off its big win over NC State. They're up to 7 in the net. And Florida State having a tremendous year under Brooke Wyckoff. This is a talented top half of the league.
Oh, absolutely. Anybody, it's going to be a grind as the season progresses when those teams start battling each other for supremacy in this conference.
Who's the best team on that list?
Right now, Duke is at the top of the list. NC State has lost, but I think right now it's up for grabs.
Just 4 games into the conference season, a lot to play for as Boston College hits back-to-back threes. There's a jump ball again. And they'll actually stay here. I think the Eagles got a bit Topsy-turvy with what possession was what?
Yeah, it's the Wolfpack possession on that tie-up, but the Eagles are playing great perimeter defense. They're being very aggressive, trying to get back into this game. Well, it's a 2-point game.
Jada Boyd working downstairs on the block.
Good move.
Wow, that spin created space. Hobby is stripped. Good hands by Mair, the freshman.
Yeah, the minute you bring that ball down, that's when the guards can get to you.
Now she kicks it out. Open three, Lacey. An air ball. Rebound, Waggoner.
There's that offensive rebounding by the Eagles.
8 offensive boards a game for Boston College. Best in the ACC. Leads to a loose scrum and a foul on Van Timmerman.
A lot of action on the offensive end.
What must NC State do to close out the offensive boards of Boston College?
They have to find a woman and box her out. You know, once the ball goes up in the air, you find your man, box out, and go get the rebound.
Because NC State on the boards, they've been really good. 7th in the country in rebounding rate. That's your rebounding margin, your percentage of rebounds. And they face a really good offensive board team in Boston College. That's an offensive foul. Neither team in much foul trouble in this game.
And when you're playing, the Eagles are playing a zone. It's hard to drive on a zone. You have to move the ball to one side or the other, get the zone to shift, and look for the nice jump shot, 3-point shot. It's hard to drive on a zone.
Does lead to turnovers. 6 giveaways for NC State. They committed 19 on Sunday at Syracuse. Mair looks to sneak past Timmons. And Van Timmerman tips it out. Nice save.
Another offensive rebound.
Lacey gets the save. Now shoots it out. You couldn't tell me this Boston College team lost by 30 at Notre Dame on Sunday. They've come to play.
Yeah, here come to play. Beautiful drive to the basket by Waggoner. Nice spin move off the glass. She said, I know these backboards. I went to school here first.
Here's a steal. Waggoner takes it away. Mair operates and spins. Bounces it down low. Daly for the lead is blocked. That's a jump ball. It'll stay here. As Waggoner sparks the 10-0 run.
Here's Waggoner with a nice spin move into the lane. Nice lane off the glass.
That's the Ernie Myers special right there. Plant your foot in the ground and spin it.
Oh, absolutely. All day long.
Member of an NC State National Championship team, Ernie Myers. Evan Budrovich here.
This year is the 40th anniversary of that '83 championship team. I just dated myself.
Boston College fell behind 10, and Coach Boston College called a timeout, leading to the lead. Nice backdoor cut for Waggoner.
Nice backdoor cut for Waggoner. They are running their offense. Wolfpack overplayed, and the Boston College Eagles made them pay for it.
Johnson, nice step back.
Tough shot.
Here's Mair with the board, a 12-0 spurt for the Eagles.
The Eagles are pushing the ball. This is what they do. They run.
It was 3-pointers in the first quarter. It's paint play in the second as Gakdeng wanted a foul. She got bumped in the face instead. Boyd runs the lane, catches it, hangs on through traffic for the bucket.
Beautiful pass by Taina Mair to Jada Boyd, who gathered herself, went up strong, put it in.
6 fast break points for NC State tonight. Boston College has 8 of those as Waggoner gets tripped and gives it away.
Here's Taina Rivers with her head up, getting the pass to Jada Boyd. Bounce pass, up strong.
We're coming up near the NFL playoffs, and that was a Patrick Mahomes-esque pass.
Taina Rivers always has her head up. She likes making that long pass. I've watched her throughout the season.
She grew up in Wilmington, North Carolina. I bet she watched Nathan Scott from One Tree Hill dish out those passes back in the early 2010s. Dated myself with that show reference. Jakia Brown-Turner returns to the game, finds Hobby.
That's a free throw for Hobby.
She is really good at that shot. Hobby had 12 points on Sunday, and she's starting to come alive tonight. Waggoner through traffic draws the foul on Hobby. That's her first.
The Wolfpack are not getting back on defense. Transition defense, they are struggling right now in this second quarter.
Dontavia Waggoner only played 5 minutes when these clubs met last year here in Raleigh. So this is the true homecoming. Played 16 games as a freshman during the COVID year, and now is a full-time starter and one of the top scorers for Boston College.
Oh, yes, she's a great athlete. She gets up and down the court. She's not that great of an outside shooter, but she gets to the basket. She's very athletic.
And this game is tied with 1 minute and 6 seconds in the second quarter. West Morris Club overcame adversity on Sunday. A to-the-wire 2-point win over Syracuse.
The Wolfpack are not getting into their offense.
Johnson wiggles into space.
Nice hesitation drive move to the basket by Diamond Johnson.
Johnson in double figures in her return. Hadn't played since December 11th. That ankle looks pretty good tonight.
Absolutely. She is in a groove right now.
Chance for a 2-for-1. Lacey fires it up. Good execution. Offensive board. Waggoner, no. Second chance, yes.
And that's what she does. She has nice bounce. She's aggressive. And there's the Eagles on the offensive glass.
The best offensive rebounding team in the ACC going to work tonight. 6 offensive boards. Rivers can't hit the 3.
They are getting one shot. A good steal by Diamond.
Johnson with time. Heaves it up. Bit strong to end the first half. How about this entertaining first 20 minutes? 35 apiece.
35 apiece. Both teams are scrapping. The Eagles are doing what they do on the offensive glass, pushing the basketball. That's what got them back into this game. It's a tie score at half, and they got the 10th ranked team in the country.
Joanna Burnaby McNamee wanted. Play aggressive, play in transition, and it's working so far.
Oh, absolutely. She's getting what she wanted. Her team is playing a lot better on the road. This does not look like the Notre Dame game at all for her.
This is just the 4th road game for Boston College this year. 18 in Massachusetts, a busy home stretch. Hobby gets away with it. And then a 3-second in the key.
She was wheeling and dealing and couldn't get the shot off of the defensive player.
Worth noting the 8th turnover for NC State. They average 14 a night.
Gakdeng played her very well in the post.
Here's Lacey going to the bucket. Gets a friendly roll. Boston College hadn't led since the opening points, 4-1 in the first quarter.
And they look good. That nice pass, bounce pass to the basket. Laid that one in.
There's Jakia Brown-Turner, quiet in the first half, 0 points.
Yeah, and she's an all-ACC performer. She's got to get on track for the Wolfpack to get back in this game.
There's an air ball from 3. Wolfpack have struggled 1 of 7 from deep. Boston College, meanwhile, really good from 3, 5 triples. Here's Mair, the true freshman point guard, dumps it down at Gakdeng, and she's fouled. Maria Gakdeng's presence, that was the one position Boston College said, we may have the advantage down low.
Well, she got great position right there. She got deep. The Wolfpack, they got to get her out of that position, but she had great position down low. Once she got the ball, she went up strong and got fouled.
So Gakdeng heads to the free throw line, already with 7 points. Not a great free throw shooter, however, just 56%. Looked pretty good there. Saturdays are for college basketball on ACC Network. This week we'll have a triple header starting at 1 Eastern. Number 16 Duke just lost here in Raleigh last night at Boston College. And then Wake Forest takes on Louisville. Cap off today with number 11 Virginia and Syracuse on ACC Network. Taina Rivers is so electric.
Yeah, she is. She's a great athlete. She glides up and down the court. She can get whatever she wants off the offensive end.
Rivers has 7 points and 7 rebounds. Couple assists sprinkled in. Slips one to no man's land. And Brown-Turner somehow saves it. Although she just threw it away with 4 on the clock. The pressure of Boston College is amplified in this third quarter.
Absolutely. They are double teaming. They are getting their hands on the ball. Ja'Kia Brown-Turner has had a tough game so far.
And how about Wes Moore quickly to his bench? Diamond Johnson comes back in.
Oh, yeah, you need Diamond back on the court. I mean, you know, moving forward, she's the leader in points and assists on this ball club.
Returning from an ankle injury, cost her the last 4 games. Big ones in conference, of course. Mair with a crossover leads to a deep 2. And Boyd secures the board. This is the largest deficit of the night for NC State. Chance to cut into that with a 3.
They're limiting the Wolfpack to 1 shot. And they're pushing the basketball. This is the way the Eagles like to play.
Sloppy turnover there. Boyd in transition. Mair does a nice job getting back defensively. Ooh, Rivers called for the foul. Daly takes the charge.
Yeah, that was a tough call, I thought. The defensive player wasn't set.
Let's take a look.
On the spin move, she was moving. That's a bad call.
Wes Moore not a fan of the call. You see him there.
She was moving, and that, you know, when the defensive player is moving their feet, that's a bad call.
In front of a hostile, sold-out crowd here at NC State. They are disappointed so far. There's a drive for Waggoner, and the lead extends.
And Waggoner is a great athlete, and she goes to the hole really hard. She wants this win here.
Returning to NC State. She has 12 points tonight. Played her 2 years ago. Hobby, the big old board, and is stripped. Mair, great vision, finds Lacey. Breaks down the D. Through Johnson, and that's a blocking foul.
Johnson was inside of the circle.
But Ernie, the effectiveness of Boston College in transition, that's something important for the Eagles tonight.
Yeah, they are pushing the ball. They're playing great defense, and they're getting out on the break. They're playing Boston College basketball right now. And the Wolfpack, they're not running their offense. Again, on the offensive end, they're not getting the ball. They're not moving it side to side on the court. There's no consistency in the Wolfpack's offense right now.
Boston College now 6 of 9 from the free throw line. This is a club that replaced 5 seniors, 4 starters from last year's team, including Taylor Soule in the transfer portal. Insert a young roster. They want to run and be quick in transition. As Timmerman knocks it out last.
She missed both free throws.
Neither of these teams are in the holy grail of great free throw shooting teams entering tonight.
She was a 50% free throw shooter, Lacey.
That award goes to Duke. 78%, best in the ACC. Everyone else chasing Carol Lawson's club.
Now check that, Lacey. She was an 86% free throw shooter, and she just missed those.
So Boyd draws the foul. She'll head to the free throw line.
Yeah, there's really no continuity to the Wolfpack's offense. I mean, it's just, you know, my turn basketball, and that's not what Coach Moore teaches.
You play a certain style in 4 or 5 games without Johnson. How do you integrate now with her back in the lineup? Well,
it's going to take a minute. I mean, you know, Taina Rivers was running the point. Right now, Diamond is playing the 2. So they got to get used to her coming back. But most of these players, when Diamond was away, they got better. You know, Taina Rivers got better. You know, Jada Boyd is, you know, doing her thing. Hobby has played well in her absence, along with Ja'Kia Brown-Turner.
And yet the Wolfpack face a rare deficit here at home, down 4. Had a stretch of 42 straight wins against unranked opponents, snapped against Duke to end the year. Now they need to grind out a home victory tonight. Mair fires away, and she's red hot.
Man, she was wide open on that. She just went right to the top of the free throw line and buried it.
Here's an armbar foul on Waggoner. She has the tough assignment of guarding Johnson tonight.
Here's Mair. Free throw shot. Bang. Wide open.
Coach Mack said to Taina Mair, there's no doubt that she could run the point guard from day one, but the scoring was the next question. Well, she has 7 assists and now bringing the scoring tonight.
Yeah, she is. She's getting her shots off, but she's also distributing the ball.
Mair leads the ACC in assists. Such a good facilitator as she guards Hobby with that mismatch. Johnson gets the switch. Now Boyd left open.
Bang for Boyd.
Can't do that too often. Second three for NC State.
She can knock that three-point shot down.
And here come the Wolfpack back within 3. How important is this possession for Boston College on the road after suffering a 30-point loss to Notre Dame on Sunday?
But they're running their offense. They're making the Wolfpack pay defense. And
Waggoner on the slip. Give her double figures, 14.
All inside the paint for Waggoner.
How about 22 points in the paint?
And here's the
Boston
steal
College
by Waggoner.
Timmerman the
She's
steal.
just everywhere.
Mair goes right to the bucket. Wanted contact, and the run continues.
And the lane opened like the Red Sea on that drive to the basket. The Wolfpack has to have better perimeter defense.
Boyd responds with a 3.
That's her second three-point shot in this game. She can shoot the 3. She can go to the basket. She can drive. Jada Boyd trying to keep the Wolfpack in this game.
Here's Lacey drawing the foul. So Taina Mair, the true freshman, her club has not won a game here in Raleigh in nearly 10 years. Dontavia Waggoner having a breakout night tonight. She played at NC State 2 years ago during the COVID season. Last year, just 5 minutes in this matchup. This season, taken over with 14 points.
Oh, yeah, she's everywhere. She's getting her drives to the basket. She's getting offensive rebounding. She's a great athlete. I mean, she's like the Energizer Bunny. I mean, she's everywhere, and she's about to hit these free throws right here.
Coach Max said, God, I wish I was as fast as Dontavia. And her speed's been a big factor tonight.
Oh, yes. Oh, it's definitely getting up and down the court. I thought she was shooting a free throw, but my fault.
That foul was on the floor as Mair gets the rebound.
There's the Eagles on the offensive glass.
Here's Waggoner right out of the timeout. Can't hit the bunny, and it'll stay here. One thing we have seen is Boston College offense very efficient in this third quarter.
And they're running their stuff. I mean, they're getting whatever they want on the offensive end. Drives to the basket, and the Wolfpack are not boxing out, so they get the ball back on this possession.
Mair with a fresh 20 on the clock finds Daly. She's been held quiet, just 1 point tonight. It's been the Mair show. Little step back, deep 3, and she's fouled by Johnson.
That's one thing you never do is foul a three-point shooter, and she's not a particularly good three-point shooter. Now she gets 3 foul shots.
Mair entered this game at 31% from three-point land. Now Boston College has flipped the script. They've made 5 threes, which forces you to defend that shot.
Yeah, I mean, the Wolfpack's perimeter defense is kind of non-existent in this game so far.
How so?
Boston College are getting wide open jump shots, and they're knocking them down.
As Mair makes the first 2. Joanna Burnaby-McNamee said our club was downright humiliated against Notre Dame on Sunday. The team came in for extra work on an optional Monday practice, and that's starting to translate here tonight.
Well, yeah, and they up 7 points here on the number 10 team in the country in a sold-out Reynolds Coliseum.
Have not won in Raleigh since 2009. Have not beaten a top 10 team since 2010. Johnson floats in. Mair in transition.
They got to stop the ball.
Goes right to the bucket. Finds Daly for the lay-in. More transition points and a timeout for Westmoreland.
Yeah, I mean, they are pushing the ball and getting whatever they want on the break.
Boston College is living in transition. 14 fast break points. And we'll take the timeout here in Raleigh.
Announcing the grand opening of the all
defense. The transition defense for the Wolfpack is non-existent. Here she is in the wide open lay-in. Here's a nice bounce pass.
That forced the timeout with the layup in transition. And this is what Taina Mair and this offense want to do. Get the rebound, push the pace, and there's 14 points in transition.
Yeah, and the Wolfpack is down 9 points in the third quarter to an unranked ball club who just got blown out.
River Baldwin re-enters the game
by Notre Dame.
State. Boyd sneaks in. Baldwin cleans it up, and she's fouled. I believe that's on the shot. So free throws here for River Baldwin. You noted for NC State out of funk offensively. What do you think Wes Moore said during this timeout?
He's more concerned with the defense than the offense, because that's why they're losing. The team is not getting back on defense. The transition defense, again, is non-existent. Boston College is pushing the ball and getting the ball in transition and converting. One thing Coach Moore always talks about is his defense. The defense has to remain consistent. You might be off in your offense. Your jump shots might not be falling, but your defense is supposed to remain consistent. And right now, the Wolfpack is struggling on defense. Back
to an 8-point game after the Baldwin free throw. Here's the press. Rivers reaches in, and he'll stay here. You look at NC State from one year to the next. The offense has stayed the same from 77 to 78 a night. It's on this end of the court, though, Ernie. That'll be big for NC State.
Yeah, they're getting drives to the basket. They're getting ball in his Gakdeng in the lane.
Gakdeng
nice
with a nice move. Maria Gakdeng, all freshman team last year. She's making a case for all conference tonight.
Yeah, and coach is arguing he thought she traveled, and I did too. She looked a pivot foot on that move.
Johnson tried to slip one in there, and it's stolen away. Here's Daly. Daly hesitates. Ooh, goes to the bucket, but can't hit.
But gets the offensive rebound.
And is fouled by Rivers. You see the frustration from Diamond Johnson there.
There's the turnover, not taking care of the basketball in the offensive end, and the transition defense again. And again, the Eagles are hitting the offensive board. She missed a shot, got her own rebound, and got fouled.
10 of 14, Boston College from the free throw line. They've doubled NC State in free throw attempts, which never happens when these teams meet.
Daly's a 62% free throw shooter.
Last year's game was all NC State, 85-78 in overtime. That was a tight one, and Coach Mack said we had it right in our fingertips. Couldn't close the game. Maybe a chance to close tonight as that goes out of bounds.
Now Jada Boyd can shoot the three-point shot. She's knocked 2 down in this game so far, but that's not her forte. The Wolfpack is out of sync on offense and defense in this game so far.
The Boston College team, whose season best is 7 threes. They've made 5 tonight. Daly goes all through the lane, and Baldwin comes out with it. This crowd trying to bring back NC State to life. Here's Rivers, and a hand check foul. It's the 4th team foul on Boston College.
Taina Rivers trying to force the issue. And her drive to the basket, I still believe that she can get to the basket anytime she wants to. She's that talented.
Rivers has played the point guard role the last 4 games with Johnson out. And you see Johnson back tonight. She has 10 in her return. Now Diamond off the pick, steps into a 3. That's what she does best.
That's what Diamond Johnson brings back to the lineup.
Remember, Johnson had 22 in last year's overtime win. She was the difference maker. And who's the foul on? It's against Boston College.
Gakdeng is looking at the referee like, it wasn't on me.
Coach Joanna Burnaby-Mack can't believe it. I think she might have a point there. That was a lot of contact. This is a big momentum moment for NC State. Can they capitalize on this run?
This zone, this 3-2 zone has confounded the Wolfpack.
Rivers goes right in the middle of it, and another foul. So free throws the rest of the way for NC State.
Free throws for the rest of the way, and what happens, this stops the clock, and the Wolfpack goes to the line trying to reduce this deficit.
Jada Boyd's had a nice night, season high of 16 points. A lot more of that from three-point range than we usually see.
She's trying to keep her team in this game.
Remember, the senior did not hit a bucket on Sunday. 0 of 7 from the field.
But again, she got rebounds. She made some nice passes in the lane to Hobby. She does a lot of things on the court. She rebounds the basketball. She blocks some shots. Excuse me.
Speaking of diamonds, loving to see the home crowd here decked out tonight.
And she's a great free throw shooter, over 95% at the line.
So it's back to a 6-point game. Final 2 minutes of this third
Wolfpack
quarter.
is pressing.
Needs to steal. There's Timmons. James ahead to Johnson in transition.
Now the crowd is in the game.
We'll take a quick timeout here in Raleigh as NC State comes storming back. Diamond Johnson bringing her team to life. 15 points and working in transition.
There she is with the nice deflection. Nice pass from James to Diamond Johnson for the lay-in. The Wolfpack is pressing, and it's working.
This is a 7-0 run for NC State, yet still down 4 in the third quarter. Baldwin called for the foul. And with both teams in the bonus, that'll send Daly to the free throw line.
Yeah, this press is having an effect on the Eagles in the latter part of this third quarter.
Westmore trying to amp up the pressure. His team forces about 10 turnovers a game. Tonight, Boston College has committed 12. Especially with the Eagles who only play 7 in the rotation. Minutes and making free throws are going to be so important the rest of the way.
Yeah, she's a 63% free throw shooter from the line, and she knocked both of those shots down.
Mimi Collins returns for NC State. The Maryland transfer. That'll give Boyd a breather. Westmore directing traffic for his offense. They only scored 56 on Sunday. That was enough to win. They'll need a little bit more tonight against a resilient Boston College squad.
Yeah, they're moving this 2-3 zone. They're stretching the Wolfpack. The Wolfpack had to start their offense from way up.
That's a tough look for Rivers. Here's a fight for the boards, and it's off Collins. We noted the rebounding of both teams. Boston College defensively, really good job on the boards.
Oh, absolutely. And they're playing an aggressive 3-2 zone and matching up in that zone, and it's confounding the Wolfpack.
Here comes the press. It's forced. A couple of turnovers. The point guard, Taina Mair, already, and we're in the third quarter, has 9 assists for the true freshman.
She's leading the ACC in assists. James got a hand on that.
Lacey with 9, wants to dump it down to Gakdeng. Here's the matchup, Gakdeng and Baldwin. A travel. Check one in the box for River Baldwin.
Yeah, River Baldwin played her well on that. She kind of backed up a little while Gakdeng was trying to body her up, and she just lost her balance and traveled.
Final minute of this third quarter. NC State riding a 10-2 run to get back into the game. Johnson gets to her spot.
That's
a rare miss. Look at this fight for the boards. Daly is trapped and escapes. Hit the eject button. Here comes her offense. Gakdeng, great position. Spins into Baldwin but can't hit.
Yeah, she got great position.
And the refs confer, but it'll go to NC State.
You can't let her get the ball and down low that deep. She's been playing well this game, but she couldn't convert on that one.
Gakdeng, 11 points and 3 boards down low for BC. It's a 4-guard, 1-forward lineup. They're important down low.
And look where the Wolfpack is starting their offense. Almost at the logo.
Wolfpack can hold for the final shot. Johnson navigates in the lane. Tough traffic. Collins launches a 3. And now James on the board draws the foul.
And that's what the Wolfpack needs to do. They've been limited to 1 shot. And here's James crashing to the board for the rebound and foul.
Big minutes tonight for Isaiah James. Only 11, but she's been impactful.
Yes. She's an energy player. She can come in and get you 20. She plays great defense.
You can hear a pin drop in this place as James cuts into a 5-point game.
And she's a 50% free throw shooter, but that one looked very good.
Not that time. The tip drill stays out on the court, and that ends the third quarter. Boston College, however, outscores NC State by 5 as we enter the fourth.
Yeah, they up 5 points. They're on the road. They're playing Boston College basketball. They're getting the ball up down. The Wolfpack pressed and got back into the game.
Stick around for it.
And two of the Wolfpack starters have not scored in this game. Jakia Brown-Turner, who's an all-ACC performer, has not scored, along with Madison Hayes, who's averaging 9 points a game. Jakia Brown-Turner is averaging 10 points a game, and they have yet to score in this ball game.
Boston College has not lost a game this year when leading starting the fourth quarter. This is a big test. As Waggoner floats in the jumper, her return to Raleigh.
Yeah, she's having a triumphant return so far in this game. She's playing great. Here's Diamond for the three.
Couldn't hit. And Gakdeng over the back
of Hobby.
That's her second foul. Van Timmerman's playing with 4 down low. So not as much depth for Boston College. That could be tested tonight.
Yes, absolutely. They don't have another center that can come off the bench and do what Gakdeng is doing in this game.
Here's Isaiah James sneaking through traffic, but missing the bunny.
She wants that one back.
Certainly not Easter Sunday for Isaiah James. Mair the other way, looks to kick it out. I think James got the steal. She thought she did. And it'll stay here. The smile from Lacey tells the story.
Yeah, I think James thought she had. Here's the replay. James with the tip.
Nonetheless, Boston College basketball.
Here's the two-man game between Gang. Nice bounce pass.
Gakdeng kicks it to Mair. She's open. And the freshman misses. Here's a loose ball. Daly recovers it.
Offensive rebounding. You got to find your man and box him out.
There's a lob down low. Daly to Gakdeng for the layup.
Beautiful interior passing.
The best offensive rebounding team in the conference does it again.
Yeah, they are crashing the boards and they're attacking and getting whatever they want in this game.
You see the 10 O boards for the Eagles leads to a bucket from number 10 of NC State.
And that's her game. That nice left-hand drive to the basket.
What must NC State do defensively to compile stops?
They have to box out and keep their man in front of them. Right now, the Eagles are just running to the basket and getting whatever they want.
Here's Rivers all the way to the bucket, uncontested for the and one.
Beautiful drive to the basket by Rivers. That's her game. Nobody can stop her on the break. She's just too athletic.
It looked like she was going to pass this whole time and then just kept running.
Yeah, she just kept pushing it. She can handle the basketball. She took it all the way and got the foul.
Looks like she got hit hard at the end of the play, too.
Yeah, she's grimacing.
Taina Rivers has carried the load in conference play with Diamond Johnson out with the ankle injury. Now the Batman and Robin duo are back tonight.
She's a 50% free throw shooter as well. If she knocks that one down, look good going down.
Now in double figures with 10, and this is back to a 4-point game. Now Rivers wants a steal, and she gets it.
The team leader in steals strikes again. Taina Rivers, the long arm of the law.
This crowd has come to life here in Raleigh. Johnson kicks it out. Open three.
Bang!
1-point game.
The crowd has got them in this press. The Wolfpack has put on the Eagles, have gotten them back into this game.
Big possession for Taina Mair. Throws it cross court and stolen. Here's Rivers. Has an opening. James!
What a nice lay. Oh, she missed the bunny.
That would have been for the lead. And this place would have erupted. Mair wants a foul. Coach Mack begging for it on the sideline. Here's the three.
Nice box out by Hobby. Here's Diamond Johnson on the push.
Slowing it down. 15 points in her return to the starting lineup. Johnson directing traffic. Zips it inside.
Beautiful pass.
Here's James. Big bucket a moment ago. Boyd thought about it.
Oh, she double dribbled.
Double dribbled in the mind of Jada Boyd with the turnover. That's 16 giveaways for NC State.
Still the offense. They're getting baskets off the press and in transition, but in the offense, they're not moving the ball around. They're not getting what they want on the offensive end in the half-court set.
What did Coach Joanna Burnaby-Mack say this week? Our club needs to learn to play in a big environment. What a test for Boston College tonight.
Yeah, they have definitely showed up. And a sold-out crowd here in Raleigh.
Led by as many as 10 in the second half, and Waggoner extends the lead.
Waggoner is just everywhere, man. She's a great athlete, and she's getting to the basket anytime she wants.
NC State in danger of losing back-to-back home games. This is a club that went 17-1 in the conference last year as Hobby cuts into the deficit.
That's Hobby's shot right there. Beautiful pass by Taina Mair. She was wide open, and she buried the perimeter jump shot.
Nearly a steal. Here's Daly. Wise job slowing it down. These teams went into overtime when they met last year up in Boston. Final 6 minutes. Mair off the screen. Tough look. Can't hit. Rebound, Waggoner. Back in for the and one.
There's Waggoner. She's having the game of her life in Reynolds Coliseum in front of a sold-out crowd.
What have we said all night? Offensive rebounding for Boston College.
And they are the #1 offensive rebounding ball club in the ACC, and they are proven. Here she is. The ball goes up, and here's the athletic Waggoner with the putback and the and one.
The NC State transfer. 20 points for the 3rd time this season. Nearing her career high of 27. What a second half for Dontavia Waggoner. Remember, no seniors on this Boston College team.
No seniors. She's a junior, and she's having the game of her life against her former team.
Here's the senior, Camille Hobby.
Bang.
A little too early, my friend.
Yeah, a little bit too early. It looked good.
NC State struggling to shoot tonight at 44% as Waggoner needs to tie her shoelaces. Can she do it in 20 seconds? She did about 5. Here's a steal for Rivers. Lazy pass.
He's going all the way.
Sanaya in transition.
Oh, she missed the bunny.
Let the steal. Rivers fights for space in the layup.
She did not give up on that. She missed the bunny, but she got it back and put it up strong. Taina Mair.
Back to a 2-point game. Boston College has not defeated a top 10 team since 2010. Gakdeng on Hobby. Gakdeng fights for space. And a foul late. That is on Camille Hobby. So she's up to 3 fouls.
Yeah, it's Gakdeng. She's just getting great position down low, and she is.
Whatever you do not change the channel. Plenty of entertaining basketball.
Oh, okay. Yes, it doesn't.
We switched
Tonight for NC State.
Oh, yeah. She hits her stat line. She has 12 points, 8 rebounds, 8 steals, 2 assists in this game, and she has brought the Wolfpack back into this game with her heads-up play.
And coming into the night, Rivers had taken over in that role as top scorer for NC State in conference play. They'll need her production here down the stretch.
Oh, absolutely, and her defense.
By the way, the steal's a new career high, 8 for Sanaya Rivers.
Gakdeng this is her 2nd free throw. I mean, she's knocked 2 free throws down in this game.
Boston College back up 4.
And that free throw looks good as well. She's knocked that down.
20 free throw attempts for the Eagles tonight. This zone defense causing trouble for NC State all night long. Rivers back to her pass. Another nice look to Boyd, and she hits it.
Nice pass by Diamond Johnson. Bounce pass to Jada Boyd. Jada Boyd has 20 points in this game.
Boyd has come alive when her teams needed it, all in the second half. Here's Waggoner, 2-on-1. Great bounce pass to Gakdeng.
Gakdeng got the ball back to Waggoner, and Waggoner she held the lane, and Waggoner got her the ball, and nice lay-in by Gakdeng. She's playing great basketball.
15 assists on 25 buckets for Boston College. And a foul here late on Waggoner. That'll send Johnson in the line.
Nice drive to the basket by Johnson.
Worth noting, 4 fouls on Waggoner. Van Timmerman has 4. NC State, foul trouble, Rivers 3, and Hobby 3. That's about it.
Diamond Johnson is an 80% free throw shooter on the year.
Do you keep Waggoner in this game if you're Boston College?
Oh, absolutely. It's crunch time.
Second attempt for Johnson. Back to a 1-possession game. Dontavia Waggoner, the NC State transfer of 2 years prior, is coming out tonight. 21 points.
He's showing up big in this game.
Here's the pressure. Daly looks to attack. Gakdeng is begging for the ball in the post. Here's Lacey. Nice pass. Waggoner step through, switches hands for the lay-in.
Waggoner is balling in Raleigh tonight.
Heck of a performance for Dontavia Waggoner.
All layups, no jump shots. All drives to the basket.
NC State on the other end, leaning on Johnson. Diamond in their first game back since the middle of December. Kicks it to Boyd. Great spin. Open shooter. Brown Turner. Can't hit.
That's her shot.
How about this possession? Up 5, 3 minutes to go for Boston College.
Boston College is in a great position right here. They're going to take their time, but if they're trying to win, you got to keep playing.
Daly attacks. Blocking foul. Now it's only the 3rd team foul at NC State.
Right.
So BC will inbound.
They were inbounded, but Rivers was in the circle.
Yep. Left foot.
Yep. He was in the side the circle.
So it is called a shooting foul, as a matter of fact. So free throws here for Boston College in the active shooting. So Baldwin heads to the bench. Hobby returns. And big free throws for Andrea Daly. That is not the 1-and-1, much to the chagrin of JoJo Lacey.
Yeah, right. I mean, she came to play, man. She's
nicknamed Ray Ray, and she is carrying the load offensively. There's a miss.
She has 13 points and 10 rebounds.
It's a big foul on Gakdeng. Puts NC State 1 foul away from the bonus.
They're down 6. The Wolfpack.
Johnson runs this offense. It was Rivers in the first half. Now Johnson in the second. Hits the jumper.
Johnson makes it look easy.
Here comes the press. Mair sneaks it through traffic. The leading assister in the ACC. Second best in the country, as a matter of fact.
She can handle that basketball.
Daly, one-on-one. Daly is trapped. Gakdeng catches. Slips it into Lacey.
Blocked. That's Jada Boyd flying through the lane with the block. Here she is on the push. Jada Boyd's going all the way.
Through 4 and couldn't hit. 2 minutes to play.
They have to stop the ball.
Mair kicks it out. Open 3. Knocked in by Lacey.
That was a big shot by Lacey.
First 3-pointers since the first 5 minutes of the game for Boston College.
She was wide open, and she buried it.
Rivers needs a basket quickly.
Jada
Boyd lets it fly.
Tough shot. That's not her shot.
That'll stay here.
She can knock it down. Here's Lacey wide open. Bang. And the bench is feeling this. They feel like they can win this game.
An upset brewing here in Raleigh. Rivers has to get this ball in quickly, and a 5-second violation.
That was the worst case scenario right there. You're down 7 with 1:34, and you get a 5-second call. They are not in a rush, Boston College, right here in this possession. Almost turned it over.
Led by the true freshman Taina Mair, who has 10 assists tonight. Dishing out the rock for the Eagles. Gakdeng wants position. Here's an open three, Lacey. That's a heat check.
Diamond's pulling up for the three.
How about this three? That's short. Last touched by NC State. This crowd does not like it.
That's Jada Boyd flying in to get the offensive rebound. She just could not grab it.
You start fouling here if you're NC State.
Under a minute.
This game was tied at halftime, and Boston College has shown the resolve late as Mair is fouled. Still one away from the bonus. You have to commit one more. Start looking at the numbers. Lacey, 87% shooter. Taina Mair, 63%. Those are two of the best for Boston College.
Wolfpack need a steal here.
Here's the foul, sending Lacey to the free throw line. And if you're Boston College, that's the one player you want in this situation.
Yeah, you want her on the free throw line. She's not a great free throw shooter, but she has been knocking. She's not a great three-point shooter either, but she's knocked them down in this game. She has 3 3-pointers in this game.
Remember, Boston College is without Tiana Todd, their best free throw shooter. She's out the next 2 weeks with an injury. And Lacey can't hit. There's Todd, as a matter of fact, rooting on her teammate. This is a small rotation, 7 players, but resilient for Boston College tonight.
Yes, they played an aggressive offensive game, going to the basket, getting offensive rebounds.
We'll take a timeout quickly here. Ernie, if you're NC State, what do you have to do in the next 50 seconds to mount a comeback?
You got to push the ball up the court and try to get a 3-point shot, and then get a steal and get back into this game. Turnover. I've seen it happen. 50 seconds.
This Boston College club has been so home heavy early, and on the road they've responded. NC State, meanwhile, they're coming off a big home stretch. Last loss to Duke, and now in a tight moment with a minute to go.
Yeah, this is unusual. The Wolfpack fans are not used to seeing the Wolfpack lose 2 games in a row. I mean, this game is not over yet. They still got a chance, but it's not looking good for the Wolfpack right now.
Three in double figures for NC State. Boyd has 20. 4 in double figures for Boston College. Waggoner in her NC State return has 23. Now it's who can get the stops in the final 50 seconds. Johnson attracts the double. Step back 3. That's strong. Boyd had the rebound, knocked loose. A steal by Boston College. There's Lacey. And that might wrap it up.
Yeah, that looks like it probably will.
Wolfpack need a foul here at some point, you'd think. And there's the foul by Boyd. Remember, Boston College lost 85-48 on Sunday at Notre Dame. What a resounding comeback.
Yeah, this is a great comeback game. This is what Coach Mack was talking about in the Zoom call. She wanted to see her team show some fight and resilience after that awful loss to Notre Dame. They only scored 39 points in that game, and here they have 77 points on the road, 78 points on the road in the ACC and the Reynolds Coliseum.
Mair hits both. The true freshman is dazzled tonight with a 30-second timeout for NC State. What's next for the Wolfpack here? 2 losses in the last 3 games. Clearly Diamond Johnson back in the fold. How do they look to respond?
Well, they're on the next game they play. I don't know who's next on their schedule.
Here's what's coming up for the Wolfpack. With
they have a tough. Okay, they have a tough Virginia. Virginia's tough. in the ACC this year. They're playing really well.
You see Florida State, Taina Mair, 31 tonight against Clemson. She's the best freshman in the conference.
She might be one of the best freshmen in the country. The way she's playing right now.
North Carolina, who lost tonight at Miami, but still a dangerous team. And then Louisville, who's slowly building back up after a tough start.
Yeah, Louisville had a tough start, but they're Louisville. They're a resilient ball club, and they have great players on that team.
Worth noting, as of today, 9 teams projected in the NCAA tournament. This is a tough conference, top to bottom, and we're seeing it tonight. One of those signature wins for Boston College if they can close this out. James creates space. Can't hit.
Tough shot.
Now some pressure, double team, and they'll stay with BC.
She threw it off Jada Boyd. Yeah, 2 games. The Wolfpack fans are not used to this here, or the Wolfpack team is not used to losing 2 home games in a row.
NC State was down 1 with 2 minutes to go. How about this run by the Boston College defense?
Oh, yeah, they play great defense. They've been playing great defense all day. The Wolfpack, 69 points in this game. They average almost 80 points a game.
Timeout called by Joanna Burnaby-McNamee.
You can hold a number 10 team in the country to 69 points in their own building. That's great defense.
Boston College looks to face the undefeateds of the ACC. Florida State coming up. We mentioned Virginia's success, and don't sleep on Syracuse. Always a tough matchup, whether that's home or road. Never an easy team to beat.
No, and Clemson is a tough ball club. They're playing well in the ACC this year as well.
This league has a chance to be topsy-turvy every night. We talked last Thursday about upset city. Florida State beats North Carolina. Duke gets a win over NC State, and that continues night in, night out.
Yeah, and I mean, the Wolfpack had a tough game against Syracuse. They went up there, they won by 2. You know, you think Diamond Johnson comes back, and you think she could right the ship. And sometimes when your best player comes back, there's a lot of indecision. 2 of your starters, Jakia Brown-Turner and Madison Hayes have not scored in this game. That's 19 points. That's not there.
Only 6 players have scored for NC State, to your point. And now Boston College can dribble out the clock. So we have a double dribble on Lacey.
I think Lacey anticipating, she's just so happy they're going to get out of here with a win on the road.
Well, her 3-pointer to stretch this lead to 4 was
that was a dagger.
Night.
That was a dagger.
Johnson has 18 in her return. Can't finish it off with a 3. Hobby puts in the lay-in. And how about Boston College losing by 30 points on Sunday, come in to Raleigh and defeat a top 10 team for the first time since 2010.
Yeah, that's a great. Coach Mack was talking about it on a Zoom call. They haven't played well against the Wolfpack since she's been here over the years, and she came in here and got a road win in Reynolds Coliseum.
It's been since 2010.
And a sold-out crowd.